Hey everybody! Guess what? I just made a 30-minute video on the same subject I'm going to talk about right now. And it didn't save! I'm a little frustrated right now. I spend a lot of time just talking. So, first thing to point out, Sunday. Went to see Alter Bridge, Breaking Benjamin, Santa Sonia, and Disturbed in concert. First time I actually heard a lot of Disturbed because my cousin restricted me on not letting me listen to Disturbed until the concert. So mad at him for that. But I'm going to cut to the chase because I don't want to dilly-dally anymore. I'm going to talk about the two lesbian RWBY ships and why they should be canon. Bumblebee, which is pretty much canon at this point, and White Rose, which is pretty much canon at this point. They both better be canon at least. And I'll be touching why they should be canon and what supports them in the show. Not just the fan base, but the show. So, Barbara Dunkelman, voice of Yang, supports Bumblebee. A lot. I'm not sure about Aaron Zach, voice of Blake. I think she does, but I'm not for certain. Anyways, so you have influences of the voice actresses supporting it. Also, if my eye is derping, do not point it out, please. It's not my fault to have a lazy eye. I noticed, like, in the last video, for most of it, it was like this. It's gonna stay like this, I don't care. Judge me all you want. Anyways, so, another thing I have backing this up, I think Blake's bisexual and Yang's a lesbian. I'm saying Yang's a lesbian because in the show she doesn't really have an interest in men besides the first volume. Even though it wasn't really an interest in men, it was just their bodies. Really, so it's mutual. And of course you can say, oh, but Sun and Blake are in a relationship. No, Sun is flirty. And Blake just rolls with it. Really. Sun cares about Blake and she cares about him. But honestly, another thing supporting why Bumblebee would be canon, because Faunus with a human would also be supporting not only LGBT, which has been confirmed to be supported, but that would also support interracial relationships. I support those, though I've only had one black girlfriend. She was my first girlfriend and by far the best one I've had. None of the girlfriends I've had have even compared to the way I felt for her and the way she felt for me. I was serious about that committed relationship. This was back in 2nd grade. I was committed and I was heartbroken when I had to move away. Because we really did like each other. I'm pretty sure she's moved on now, though. Oh well. Anyways, on to the brighter subject. But also, Yang is wearing a Bumblebee patch. If you haven't seen the concept art, Volume 4 concept art for the RWBY, for the members of RWBY, then look that up and don't listen to this until you've seen it. Go look it up. I'm not joking. Oh, you did look it up? Okay, good. So, if you notice, how did you not notice? Yang has a Bumblebee patch on her jeans. And yes, I was smacking my leg there. this is obviously not to the audience, but from what Jacob the One Man Band says, it's just so we don't starve to death. I disagree entirely and full-heartedly, but I digress. Also, if you notice, this is up. Yes, it's up. If you notice, I had a red thing I was sitting on. It's a futon. Anyways, I don't know if it's going to be half an hour or not. It depends on how much I ramble. I just noticed I don't want to scratch this video. I'm not even going to have the patience trim. But anyways, also, Prodigious Digimon, my friend, I know you're going to watch this video because you watch all my videos, right? You do that, right? Right? I'm going to sound like an idiot if you don't. Please watch it. Please watch this. I will text message you, and you'll relate back to this, and you'll say, I watched your video. And you are going to be pissed. If you guys don't know, my friend gets pissed off by the mere mention of White Rose. So now I'm going to touch on White Rose. I kind of want to touch on White Rose because I support that more than Bumblebee, though I support them both. I support them both. They're both really good ships, and they should both be canon. But White Rose is the more controversial one. I'm just going to explain why I think it should be canon. 1. It's obvious RWBY has an interest in Weiss. And I'm certain the feeling is mutual, and yes, I know my eye is derping. My friend's going to point that out. I can feel it. Anyways. What are you looking at me for? Huh? I'm making a video, Tigger. No time for pets. Yes. That's my sister's cat. Anyways. But RWBY has an interest in Weiss. That's said verbatim by Winter. Now you could say, oh, but that was just being formal. Even if she was being formal. She could have just said, I'm glad you have acquainted with my sister or befriended my sister or something like that. But no, she states, I am glad to see you have taken an interest in my sister. Another thing that supports this. RWBY and Weiss don't have a problem being touchy-feely. During the World of Remnant game. Oh, Remnant the game. If you guys recall, RWBY and Weiss both had bad plays, and so RWBY hopped in Weiss's lap, and of course, like, not tears as in sad tears, but tears as in, no, why did this happen to me? No! Like, rage tears. That, and, like, the way Weiss is like, shut up, don't touch me, when RWBY's hugging her while she's in her lap, and then returns the hug, and they hold each other. That was a nod to the fan base, right? So was the episode before that, during the food fight, when RWBY rescues Weiss, and just states, Weiss, don't leave me! No! RWBY also uses Weiss's stuff, Weiss's belongings, her binder. Is one of the things. Also, CL, Penny's partner during the Vital Festival, clearly states RWBY is questionable. If you watch John Fawkes' video of Everything Wrong with RWBY Volume 3, which is a parody of Cinema Sense, he says both what Winter said and what CL said confirmed White Rose. he marked those as sins. I don't know why. But, drawing a blank here, hold on. Alright, anyways, he said, I don't know why he marked that as a sin. It's kind of a good thing, right? That's part of it. Anyways, and then, of course, you have... Hold on. It's kink in my neck. I just remembered I had a slip up, and I dropped the F-bomb in the video that didn't get saved. Thankfully, it didn't save. Right? Anyways. But also, note this. RWBY is obsessed with Weiss. When RWBY finally calls Weiss her BFF, because it's finally able to be in context and would work, RWBY's just like, yes! RWBY has been looking forward to that. Wouldn't be looking forward to that if she was just her normal friend, right? I believe so. I believe that is the case. That she's obsessed with Weiss. Also, when they finally meet back up, when RWBY decided to go rogue to get back Ironwood Chip or whatever, sorry, I have a kink in my neck. That's an involuntary urge. I can't help it. Anyways, when she finally regroups with Weiss, they both look into each other's eyes, relieved to see each other, and lock hands. I believe Weiss's were underneath RWBY's, if I remember correctly. Either way, they lock hands, and they stare at each other before RWBY realizes she needs to check up on her sister, and then she sees her, and Blake. I'm going to touch back on Bumblebee in a second because I just remembered something I forgot to say. And this is just to assure you, Bumblebee is going to happen. For all you heartbroken Bumblebee shippers. Or ship supporters. But anyways. And also, Weiss and RWBY can pretty much read each other's minds. Whether that's their aura interlocked or whatever. Also, RWBY has managed to convince Weiss to do some really, really stupid stunts. Such as riding in Nevermore. Different countries. Anyways, and so that's a very stupid stunt. And also I think Weiss has listed off a few things, but stupid stunts, and yet she managed to convince Weiss to do them. Such as what her plan when she took down the Nevermore. Well, said Nevermore. It was insane, but it worked. Then, you have, sorry, hold on, you're just... And so, they can read each other's minds pretty much. Now let's get back to Bumblebee, so you guys aren't heartbroken. Yang knows why Blake ran. She is just pissed that Blake ran. That's it. She's going to confront Blake, probably in the search for her mother, or going to Atlas, or I'll go into Atlas to get her robotic arm, which she does not have yet. She better have it by Volume 5. Or at least by the end of Volume 4. Well, other way around. She better have it at least by Volume 5. Anyway. And so... but she's gonna confront Blake. She's gonna find Blake. She's gonna search for Blake before she leaves Vale. The kingdom, that is. And she's probably going to go to Alice, and she's going to find Weiss, and they're going to catch up. I don't know why this turned into a Volume 4 theory thing. Or prediction or whatever. But anyways, Blake is gonna find Yang. Oh, Yang is gonna find Blake. She's gonna try to talk to her, and either Blake is gonna stand there and hug her and then leave, or Blake's gonna see her, start to tear up, and run. Either way, Blake is gonna run. From painful memories? Probably. Probably don't think she's worthy of Yang. Yang's gonna think otherwise. But Yang knows why Blake ran. She's just pissed that Blake didn't stay to confront her about it and just ran. I know why Blake ran. You should know why Blake ran. It's because she wanted to keep her friends safe from Adam. So that's just to reassure you, Bumblebee is still possible. White Rose is definitely possible. And for you those who say, and yes, I'm talking to you. You know who you are. You know exactly who you are because it's going to pertain to you because we've had this conversation before, have we not? That is if you watch the video. I'm going to text you and tell you to watch my video. So you better watch my video to this point and to the end. You know, if you guys are like, what the hell are you talking about? Don't worry. The person I'm talking about knows who he is and who I am talking to about. So I don't care if he gets pissed off. He has to watch this video. I'm gonna make him watch this video. So, anyways, for those who say White Rose would be an uninteresting relationship, what would make Blake and Yang's relationship more interesting than Weiss's and Ruby's? If anything, Weiss's and Ruby's would be even more interesting because Weiss is the heiress. She's supposed to marry a man of wealth. Because she's supposed to marry into a rich family to continue the Schnee legacy. Her father will disapprove of her and Ruby being together. I have no doubt by that. I'm checking time real quick. Currently 7:36. Anyways, so yeah. Blake and Yang, possible if heavily supported, but in all honesty, it would be less interesting, it'd be an awesome relationship, than Weiss's and Ruby's, because there's a lot more complications going on with Weiss and Ruby. Weiss is also apart and distraught. She wants to see her team again, I guarantee that, and she wants to see Ruby again, I guarantee that. So that's just what I think, and they should both definitely be canon, and that's why. Because there have been so much support of it. The relationships that should all be canon. One of them is already canon, and then in the same episode died. Because one of the attenders in the relationship died. I will make a theory on a video. I don't particularly agree with it, but this theory I'm going to make for my cousin. This video I'm going to make for my cousin because he believes this thoroughly, is that Pyrrha is still alive. And just to let you in, if you watch this video, good for you. Just to let you in on what that theory is going to be, the theory is going to state Ozpin is a chronomancer. If you don't know what a mancer is, it's like a wizard, warlock, witch thing. Actually, no, it's a wizard, I guess. Like, necromancer tampers with the dead. A chronomancer tampers with time. So, theoretically, Ozpin should have been able to get Pyrrha out of there. Save her just in time. Maybe her burning away was really just a teleportation, and that also explains why the Grimm disappear when they are able to be saved. But they don't but if you kill them outright, they don't immediately disappear. If they are fatally injured, they disappear rather quickly. Did you notice that? I think not. So, White Rose, Bumblebee are both going to be canon, and better both be canon. Miles, Luna, and Carrie Shawcross. Monty wanted LGBT support in this show. Make it happen. Not just for Monty, but for those who are gay and lesbian and all the other sexualities. So bi, gay, and lesbian are the ones that cover every single one of them. And I say that because you can be a lesbian without being a homosexual. That may not make sense, but you could be an omnisexual, or you could be a demisexual. If you don't know what omnisexual is, you like people. If you don't know what demisexual is, you are attracted to people you have formed a bond with. So, yeah. That's how you can be lesbian or gay without being a homosexual. This video has gone on long enough, definitely not as long as the last one did, but, oh well. I pretty much said everything I did in the last one. A little bit less, because a lot of it I was rambling. So, I won't see you guys, but I'll see the views, and you beautiful people and handsome men, have a nice day. And if you didn't have a nice day, oh, that sucks. Hopefully the next one's better. Bye! I'm not stamping along nose. What the heck am I doing? Bye-bye.